Hey guys, Drifter here. The gameplay that you're about to see, you really wouldn't see on very many other channels, and it's not because the gameplay is so amazing that nobody else could do it. It's not because the gun is so crappy that nobody else would touch it, which honestly might be true, because I really don't like this gun. It's because my gameplay here is so barely passing that no other commentator in their right mind would post it. The only reason that I'm even posting this gameplay is because I think it's the perfect gameplay to explain to you why I never rage quit a game, and why I think that you should also never rage quit a game. We should unmake rage quitting. Rage quitting should not be a thing. It just should not exist. Now, for a little bit of explanation here, I'm using this gun because I was trying to unlock some attachments and proficiencies so that I can do my job making the in-depth episodes better, and because I don't make these episodes without using the guns. I always use the guns first. I know a little bit about how they feel. Even if this isn't my main weapon, I don't level it all the way up to 30. I'll take it, you know, somewhere in the high teens, in the 20s maybe, get a good feel, play around with the attachments, and call it a day. And that's what I'm doing here with this stupid light machine gun that I don't like. Just going in random. It was pretty late at night, so I got complete randoms on my team. Complete randoms that don't know how to kill anything. At this point, I'm honestly not sure if they've got any kills yet. They've maybe got one or two. The other team is running a lot of air support. It doesn't seem like anybody else is trying to shoot down the air support, so I'm kind of like rage quit. I am waging a one-man army, one-man assault on all the air support here. It's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. Now, many of you playing in a team where nobody can get a kill, where you're constantly being attacked by endless air support, what would you do? What would you honestly do? And I know that at least half of you would have already quit this game. You would have been like, dump on this team, don't care about this. They actually did have mics, they were communicating, but it was really more of a job of insulting one another and calling me a faggot for requesting help shooting down the air support. And a lot of you would have already rage quitted, but I don't. I just never rage quit. I don't think it's a good thing. The group of players that I've played with that rage quit the most are probably commentators. Commentators, when they don't have a good game, when they get, up to 23 kills and somebody drops them, they're just about to get the Moab. Oh, that's a rage quit. If the gameplay really isn't too good, if they keep getting dumped on, that's a rage quit. Some commentators that I've played with, if every game isn't a gameplay game, like if it's not awesome, they'll just quit, and that's just that. It's over, and I don't think that's a good thing. I think it's a very bad thing. It's detrimental to the Call of Duty community. It's a little bit less troublesome in Battlefield, where you have 32 versus 32. If you lose one guy, it's not that big of a deal. But when you lose huge swaths of teams, it is a big deal. Now, rage quitting is not a thing that used to exist before Call of Duty, if I'm mistaken. It might have started back in the Halo days. It was a very simple definition. You get so angry you quit the game. It used to just be you quit. You're a sore loser. And that was viewed as a negative thing. People that are quitters, they're losers, sore losers, even worse. And now, instead of being viewed as a very bad thing, as an unsportsmanlike thing, rage quitting is being viewed as fairly normal. That why would you not rage quit? Like, I don't understand why you're still here fighting it out, that sort of thing. And I really, that kind of concerns me. It seems like gaming morals have gone downhill a little bit, like a grandfather preaching to you, a grandfather in his 20s, but the reason I don't rage quit is because this is a game. And I know the logic that many of you do use to rage quit is that this is a game. I'm going to explain that in this way. You paid $60 for this game. I'm playing on Xbox. I'm assuming you're playing on PS3, maybe Wii, PC. But you paid money for this game. Why would you continue to play this game when it makes you angry? Why would you continue to play this game when you're just going to lose? You know you're going to lose. There's nothing you can do to win. And following that logic, it would make sense to rage quit. This is my game. This is my personal time for entertainment. I quit. If I can't win, I quit. Now, if you think about that, when I can't win, I quit, I would liken it to the analogy of when my little brother challenged me to a race, and as soon as I pulled ahead of him, he threw his fist down, like, "That's it! I quit!" And I'm like, "Donnie, I won." He's like, "No, you didn't win. I quit." And he's much, much younger than, he was like 10. He wouldn't do that now. Probably wouldn't challenge me to a race now, but that's a different story, and it's kind of the same here. This is a game. It's a game like playing chess. It's a game like playing checkers. It's a game like playing Monopoly with your family. It's a game like running a race, and if you don't have one party, it's no longer a game. It's like a single-player, more masturbatory kind of experience. If you just always want to win, If you don't ever want to lose, if you don't want to have a challenge, you need to go play single-player games. You need to play Skyrim, which is fun. You need to play something where the game is just going to always let you win. You're going to have a very moderate challenge. Nobody's ever going to outthink you. And you need to get off online gaming, because online gaming is a social thing. The reason that I play online gaming is because it's social, because I enjoy it, because it's fun, and I like playing it with other people. I don't like playing it with stupid people that I can beat. I like playing it with people of similar or greater intelligence than myself that give me an appropriate challenge to rise up against. That's the reason people play games. That's the reason they run races. That's the reason there's sporting events. If one team always won, and if they didn't think they were going to win, they would just quit and not play, that would be the worst team ever in any sporting league. They would get railed. They would get disbanded. It would be the end of everything. Imagine if you're playing a board game with your family. Me being from America, I'm going to choose the board game Monopoly. It's 4 or 5 players. We can liken it to Call of Duty or maybe a free-for-all. Somebody starts getting ahead, you're losing, you only have the crappy properties, you can't get 3 of a kind, and you're like, alright, you know what, I don't want to play this game, I quit, and you just throw all your money down and leave the table and go home. What is your family going to do? If your family is decent, they should probably slap you really, really hard and punish you in some way, because that's very unsportsmanlike behavior. It's aggressive to other people. It's just very poor behavior. I'm actually coming short on words here to describe it, which is abnormal. It's not something you should do, and it's the same thing here, because while you're not interacting directly with these people, while you're not face-to-face with them, these are people, and they are playing the exact same game that you are. There are rare instances when people are obviously hacking, when they're using crazy glitches to get under the ground, or when the lag is just so bad that you can't even move. Those are things that I understand. I do quit out of games like that. When somebody is flying through the air, shooting rockets out of their ass at me, that's not really a game that I want to be in. I might sit around and watch that. That'd probably be pretty funny. But if somebody's beating you, you don't quit because they're beating you. That's sad. That's more of an I'm always win, I'm special, it always has to be me. You play them and you get better. If they're being exceptionally cheap and major douchebags and you don't want to play with them anymore, you do them the common courtesy to just finish out the game and back out next time. Because if you think about it from the other point of view, as a commentator, this has happened to me a lot of times, as many of you are that are good at Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, and all these things, as you damn well should be, since I've been giving you the absolute best weapon information available. You've probably had experiences where you were dumping on another team just really, really hard. You were going to get a nuke, you were going to get a Moab, you're doing great, you've never had a streak like this in your life, and then all of a sudden, poof, gone. They quit. They're not around anymore. Game is over, enemy forfeiting. And while it is kind of a good feeling to see them forfeit, it wouldn't be as good if they stayed in the game and finished it up and you were like 50-2, double Moab, and really awesome. It's the same thing. It's the same thing in reality. Like there would not be an Olympic athlete that just quits, that just up and doesn't finish the race. That's just not how this world works. And if you want people to view gaming as social, which now gaming is a social thing, whether people view it that way or not, mostly older people, because younger people, gaming is it's actually considered antisocial to not game, which is very odd. It's different from what it used to be. If you want the perception of gamers to improve, you need to learn how to treat each other like human beings. Just finish the match. Don't give up. I mean, this game sucked for me. I can't tell you how angry I was at my team, how I was just biting my tongue, trying not to curse at them, how angry I was at the other team for tryharding as hard as they did. But I did them the common courtesy to stay in the game, to fight them out, to make them earn it. Man, if you're going to beat me, you're going to work for it. I don't always win. Matter of fact, I probably don't even win at least half the time. My win-loss ratio is probably very close to 1. But the teams that beat me, they don't do it easily. They don't just come in here, shock and awe, and I quit. They don't just take a couple of objectives and then I'm just going to sit back in my spawn and try and hold on to the best kill-death ratio possible. I'm going to be out here like I am right now, trying to get these flags, trying to take these guys down as best as I can, and hopefully the rest of the team will catch up with me. They really didn't, but that's why you don't rage quit. I mean, maybe I'm an old fuddy-duddy. Old fuddy-duddy. I'm in my 20s here. It's just unsportsmanlike. I can say it until I turn blue in the face, and I know as soon as I read the comments, somebody is going to say, I paid good money for this game, it's my right to quit. Or, why would I play if I'm not going to win? And that's just poor mentality. You play, if you know you're not going to win, then you're playing to get better, or you're playing for fun. There were many a games in Black Ops where I just knew I was not going to win. I was playing MLG and these people were dumping on me or something like that. like, you know what, to hell with this. I've already decided that I'm going to lose, but I'm going to lose in style. It's time for me to break out some dual HS10s, some dual Scorpions. I'm going to do something fun. I'm going to ruin their world at least once before this is over. I'm going to make them regret coming in here and bothering me. I'm starting to stutter here at the end of a very long commentary. See, there I am, 20-20, just barely able to finish. My team is awful, of the ones that stayed and didn't quit out, and I hope you enjoyed the commentary, and please don't rage quit.